So we are working on variables on both sides with word problems. And make sure that you have your paper set up, variables on both sides, word problems B. And make sure that you've already read this. In fact, go ahead and pause it right now if you have not done so. Pause. Okay, so looking at our situation, we have Pedro and Maria opened a savings account the same day, intending to withdraw the money for weekly expenses. Pedro opened his account with $710 and withdrew $35 per week. So Pedro, now I'm just doing this, not that you have to, but I'm going to go ahead and put green, like highlight his information in green. Maria opened her account with $570 and withdrew $25 weekly. How many weeks will their account be equal? First of all, you need to define your variable. So how many weeks will their accounts be equal? Well, number one, W is going to equal number of weeks. We have to understand what we're asking for. Pedro opened his account with $710. So Pedro's expression is $710, and then he withdrew $35 every week. So withdrawing means you're going to subtract $35 every week. We don't know the amount of weeks yet. Now Maria, her account started with $570, but she withdrew $25 each week. And we want to know when their accounts are going to be equal. So we're going to set that equal to each other. So this is Pedro's, this is Maria's. Now make sure you listen because I'm going to have a little surprise at the end for you, and that lets you know if you're really watching it and listening all the way through. Now we have variables on both sides. Now we just go ahead and solve the same way. And I like to move my variable terms first. I don't know why I started doing that. I'm going to add my 35W. You could do it 4 different ways. This line you can do 4 different ways. You can move the 710, I can move the 570, I can add the 35W, I can add the 25W. But I like to move the variable terms first and to make them positive if possible. So I have 710, 570, plus 10W. Now I move my variable terms to one side, so I need to move my constants to the other. So I have 0, 11 minus 7 is 4, 140 equals 10W, divide by 10, 14 equals W. Now, what's this say? It's going to take us 14 weeks for Pedro and Maria's accounts to be equal. Pedro and Maria to have the same money. To have this, it will take, this is not a complete sentence, to have their accounts equal each other. Their accounts equal. Okay. If you are listening to this all the way through, there is a little, over in the back of the room by my desk, a white and blue container. It's a 3-drawer container. There is candy in it. Would you go grab yourself a piece? And if you are watching this yesterday at home and you're not, would you remind yourself the next day you come into class? Don't yell it out loud. Don't make a big announcement. Just go and grab yourself a piece of candy. So I know you've listened to this all the way through. It is on my cabinet. It is 3 shelves and there's candy inside of it. And just grab one for yourself. Thank you for following along. All right, that's how you want to do it, and you can definitely check. When you check, I'm okay if you use a calculator because you're going to do 14 times 35, 14 times 25, but you can check to make sure that that works in both. But set it up. That's your main thing. Set it up and solve it. All right, thank you.